There once was a warrior, broad as an oak, with arms like iron bands and a laugh like smoke. A great bear of a man whom no foe ever caught, whose tales were as mighty as the battles he'd fought. While coloring his hair a mishap appeared, and dyed bright pink his snow-white beard. The king saw the color and near split his side. His laughter so loud half the court tried to hide. He said, "Brother, explain, for the truth must be cleared. Why in all kingdom is your beard pink smeared?" He clapped his friend's shoulder, barely keeping his jeer. "Truly, my brother, pink was the choice this year." And he roared, "My king!" across the field, a voice no storm could ever shield. And the king, with a grin both fond and bold, shouted back, "My herald, as in days of old." For no truer bond had ever been unfurled than the bright pink-bearded herald and the king of the world. He'd once been a warrior, fierce in the line, but chose a new path by the king's design. "To stay by your side," he said with pride, "I'll trade my sword for a herald's stride." For who better to shout the royal decree than a man whose voice could wake a tree? And so he stood where the banners flew, a voice like thunder, loyal and true. The taverns all whispered, the maidens all cheered at the sight of the man with the pink bright beard. Some claimed it was cursed, some claimed it was weird, but all raised a mug when the herald appeared. And he roared, "My king!" across the field, a voice no storm could ever shield. And the king, with a grin both fond and bold, shouted back, "My herald, as in days of old." For no truer bond had ever been unfurled than the bright pink-bearded herald and the king of the world. In the hall his voice with thunder, shaking rafters, stirring wonder. Knights would smile and servants cheer, "Make way, the pink beard's coming near." And the king would raise his cup with cheer, proud of the man with the bright beard. Through battles bright and feasts long past, their bond held strong, unbroken, steadfast. The king with wisdom, the herald with might, together they were a fearsome sight. And though the beard stayed pink for life, he wore it proudly, without strife. And he roared, "My king!" across the field, a voice no storm could ever shield. And the king, with a grin both fond and bold, shouted back, "My herald, as in days of old." For loyalty's crown is the rarest in the world, and none wore it better than the bright pink-bearded herald. So raise your cups and shout it clear, a tale for every tavernier. For kings may rule and kingdoms fall, but a herald's pride outshines them all.